let's do some magic, shall we? And going to Ireland, I thought about, wow, I wonder what my psychic gifts are going to be like. My mediumship, is it going to be that much stronger there, being there in this? So I thought, what a fun thing to talk about, our own psychic development. Most of you listening to this show, you're probably in the arts of some form, and most of you are probably gifted. I actually think that we're all born gifted. It just gets taught out of us in our modern Western boring society. But it's not hard to develop both your connection to the other side and your connection looking into possible future events, how things are going. Now, I always say possible or probable because I believe free will trumps fate and destiny. My witchy side takes over my psychic side. So if, I'm not going to say you're going to get hit by a bus on Tuesday. I could say be careful so you don't get hit by a bus on Tuesday, because if I see something happening, because we do live into these things. But you guys, if you think about it, you probably know things a lot that we're leading down a path may happen. So there's lots of ways to develop that. Playing with cards, what card's going to be next, playing with what song's going to come on the radio. The more you're not afraid of being wrong, the more you'll be right. Because what that is getting our left brain out of the way, that logical left brain thinking, focused, organized brain. Shh, we have to shush it down. We want the right brain, the creative, intuitive, spiritual side of things to take over, because this will shut it down. So just allow it. Like, I think they're going to play Taylor Swift next. Good chance you'll be right, right? And when you're wrong, go, I'm wrong, I'll get it next time. And when you're right, go, how did that feel? It's learning to trust those first gut instincts, because that first little thought, like, I should turn left here, or I better call my mom, before we overthink it, is usually the right one. That's the connection to spirit. And the same thing with mediumship. Everybody wants to talk to the other side, whether it's their beloved dead or elementals or the fae or their spirit guides. I think we all can do that too. It's getting out of our own way. One way to develop that is pay attention to you. You are the best vessel you have. All of a sudden, if you get this little feeling like, oh, I think grandma's standing behind me, you get tingles. You get this cold feeling. You get goosebumps. You get a warm feeling. You get like a pressury thing. Just say yes. Just say, is that you, grandma? Is that you, grandma? I think it's grandma. If you immediately go, that doesn't make sense. Oh, that's somebody opened the window. I'm just having indigestion. You're going to shut it down. But the more you say yes with these little thoughts, it's training your body. If you want to judge it and get into it, do it in 2 hours. Right now, go, yes, I think grandma's behind me. Is that you? Think about it. She might talk to you in outside words, but usually it's inside words. You hear it. You might just know it. You might see it or feel it or sense it. All the different clairs are equally good. Again, you might not see it all. You might just know it. You might just feel she's behind you. You might hear she's behind you. You might taste she's behind you. But it's getting to know your body, because you have a language with spirit. Most of us have stronger ones than other ones. Right now, if you are watching this, if you're just listening, do a 360-degree turn. 360, yeah, 180, 360. Like, look around your room, wherever you are, and then come right back here. And then close your eyes and relive what their room looked like. And now when you're reliving it, are you relying mostly on your visual? Are you relying on the outside eyes, the inside eyes? Or is it a feeling? Ooh, this felt cold over there. Or do you remember sounds or senses? You're going to tell which of your clairs, sound, smell, are the strongest, to both develop those and then develop the other ones around it. It's a body language that we have to get used to. Meditation, of course, works. Focusing, shutting down that left brain works. Breathing exercises. And more than anything, just practicing. Light a candle. With love, with respect. Always set up a sacred space. Say, I want to talk to, say, grandma. I want to talk to grandma. And grandma, if you're there, make the candle dance. You'll be surprised, she may. Now, if you are opening the veil in any sense, make sure you are setting up your parameters and your guidelines. No trickster spirits, nobody not allowed in, only spirits good and light, or spirits that you're inviting in. It's really easy, and it really is that simple. and then just trust it. The more you do, the better you'll be. And like I said, the most important is the less you're afraid of being wrong, the more right you will be. Because your logic brain does not have to get involved. I remember once at a seance, and I've learned to trust this over the years and years. I always say, who brought in the little dog, or who brought in the kitty, or grandma's got the purple hair. But a giraffe came in the room, a giraffe. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I'm sitting in the middle of Los Angeles. Had my left brain taken over, I would not have said a giraffe walked into the room because I did not think anybody in this urban environment had a pet giraffe. But again, trusting spirit, trusting your guides, trusting your higher self. I just said, a giraffe just walked into the room. And unbeknownst to me, one of the people at the table had grown up on an animal reserve somewhere and had a pet giraffe. But it's no judging, and it's trusting, and it's setting your parameters. You too can talk to the other side. It's simple. That's a really quick overview, but this is the very best starting place you can get. Go practice, have fun with it, and always come from your heart. That's it. That's your magic.